Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we're going to be talking about a situation that's unfolded online. It's kind of sparked like this massive debate, and I've been seeing this happen across so many social media platforms. You know, I've seen people talking about it on Twitter, on TikTok, on Instagram, right? And it's not often that you get one of these topics that really sparks discussion like this. And I've had people come to me and be like, "Oh, Optimus, I would love to hear your take on this because I'm sure it's going to be a great one." And I don't know if my take on this one is going to be nuclear or if I have the opinion that most other men would have in this situation, but you may or may not have already seen this video or at least heard about this topic. So there was a TikTok that went viral where this single mother basically was outing her baby dad because he bought McDonald's for his son, but didn't buy McDonald's for the rest of this woman's kids. Now, keep in mind, this guy was not the dad of these other kids. Like, I guess he had one child with this woman, and then she went and had other children by other men. And so he bought his son McDonald's and brought it to them at the house or whatever. And she freaked out because he didn't bring McDonald's for the rest of her kids. And it sparked this massive debate online about what should a father do in this situation. Should he buy McDonald's for all of this woman's kids, or should he just buy his own son food, right? So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the TikTok so you can get acclimated with the situation. Then we're going to come back and talk about this because honestly, this situation, it kind of gets under my skin a little bit, right? Because I can't believe that people actually think this way, and they think that this is like the right way to think, right? I don't know. Go ahead and roll the footage. You guys can take a look for yourselves, and then we'll talk about it after that.
You know I don't get my food stamps to the 7th.
Lisa, how is that my problem?
But if you're trying to help out, though, you're not helping out.
I'm not trying to help. I'm trying to help my son.
But how are you helping your son when you're only getting food for just him and not the other kids, his siblings?
Lisa, you had
Them are his siblings,
Lisa,
though.
you had
He's not finna eat in front of all his other siblings, and they're not eating no McDonald's.
Bring
No,
him out.
why do I gotta put...
Bring him out to the car. I'll let him eat
No,
it.
no. He's not finna eat that shit at all if you can't bring enough for everybody.
Lisa, so you telling me that I gotta bring? So when I bring my son food, I gotta bring your kids food too now?
Yes.
You sound f***ing dumb.
How is that shit dumb? You sound dumb. You sound dumb.
Where are they daddies at? Nobody told you to talk to them other. You had them other kids. Them your responsibility. They're not my responsibility.
Okay, but if you're gonna bring one, you need to bring it for all.
Lisa,
How do that shit look that I'm letting one child eat McDonald's and all the rest of the kids can't eat no fucking McDonald's?
So
You know I get
take
food
care of
stamps on the
4
11th.
That ain't 3 kids that ain't mine. 3 kids that ain't mine. What
Yeah.
Okay, so like I said, you know, this guy brought McDonald's for his kid, didn't bring McDonald's for the other kids. They're not his responsibility, so he didn't bring them food, right? And this woman completely has a meltdown about it. She's freaking out. He's not about to eat this food in front of these other kids, all that, won't let him go to the car so he can eat it in private. She sees a really big issue with the fact that this guy did not buy her children food. And I really just want to throw my 2 cents in on this one. Disclaimer, you know, I don't have kids, right? So I guess, you know, if that makes my opinion not matter or whatever, if you want to do the mental gymnastics to avoid what I'm about to have to say here, I mean, go ahead, right? But I think even being not a father, right, I can still have the right take. So I am confused why this woman thinks it's this guy's responsibility to feed her children, right? This is almost the same situation as expecting a random person to just purchase your children food for the sake of purchasing them food. Those kids are not this man's responsibility. You know what I mean? His responsibility at the end of the day, the buck stops with his children. Whatever kids he's helped bring into the world, those are the kids he's responsible feeding. Those are the kids he's responsible for taking care of. He is not responsible for taking care of another man's kids. If those other kids want some McDonald's, either A, you take your ass down to McDonald's and buy your children some McDonald's, or B, shut the fuck up. That's literally, I think, the end of it right there. You know, it doesn't go any further than that. If you want all them kids to have some McDonald's, either take your ass to McDonald's and buy them some McDonald's, or call their baby daddies up and make sure that they go buy their kids some fucking McDonald's, right? So the question has become, oh, what would you do if you were this man in this situation? And I think it's really simple, man. I think the answer to the question is so simple. I mean, my kid is eating McDonald's. Like, just because I'm a good dad and all these other kids' dads are not good dads doesn't mean that my kid can't experience having something nice. And I get it, you know, McDonald's may not be the healthiest meal to feed your children, but I mean, at the end of the day, man, every kid eats some goddamn McDonald's every once in a while, right? Every kid has them a little Happy Meal or has them a 10-piece nugget. You know what I mean? That's just how it is, okay? So that kid deserved that food. I mean, his dad bought it for him. And I get it, you know, the other kids, oh, they're gonna be upset if they see him eating. Well, guess what? That's not that kid's fucking problem. And it's not this dad's problem. It's nobody's fault but your own. So this woman's on food stamps, right? And don't get me wrong, I don't have any problem with people being on food stamps, you know. I get it, right? Like, there's necessity out there. There's people out there struggling. They need food stamps. They need welfare. They need things like that to help them survive. I really genuinely don't have a problem with that. But what I do have a problem with is people on food stamps and on shit like this trying to live above their means. The truth of the matter is, if you can't afford McDonald's, if you don't have McDonald's money, then stop fucking worrying about McDonald's. That should be the last thing you're worrying about right now. If you have such a problem taking care of your children that, oh, I'm waiting on my food stamps to come on the 7th, they can't go get McDonald's because we don't have food stamps and we don't have money to pay for it, then what the fuck are you worried about McDonald's for? Because this guy can afford to buy his son some McDonald's? In my opinion, that's him being a good dad. He bought food for his kid and brought food to his kid. That's what a dad's supposed to do. He's stepping up and filling the role that he's supposed to fill. It is not his fault that your other baby dads that you willingly had children with can't step up and fill that role. That is not his problem. And this is one of the reasons why I say so often, be careful who you choose to have children with, because of situations like this. Because obviously to this woman, right, this guy's not going to ever be able to do anything right. I mean, he did everything he was supposed to do in this situation the correct way, and he's still being talked down to like he's a piece of shit and like he did something wrong. Why would you want to have children with somebody who can't even respect you on that level? And also, you're having children with somebody who expects you to give them free handouts and to take care of their other fucking kids. This is why, as men, I think we need to be better about who we choose to have children with and who we choose to impregnate, right? And I get it, accidents happen, you know, you might get the wrong person pregnant or something, but at the end of the day, man, like, look at videos like this and realize, man. And I'm not saying that all women are bad or that women are wrong or anything, but in this specific instance, this woman is fucking wrong. And she's being ridiculous. And I don't want to see people get stuck in situations like this where they gotta deal with shit like this. Where you can do the right thing and you can do what a dad's supposed to do and you can still get fucking talked down to and looked at like you're wrong, right? Just because you won't step up and take the responsibility of all them other dudes' kids, right? Now, my opinion does change a little bit if you're in the relationship. So let's say, I don't know, I'm married to this woman and she has kids by another man. So eventually I got like stepkids or something, right? In that instance, honestly, I'm buying all the kids' food. Only because at that point, you're like the man of the house. You know what I mean? You're the dad in that situation, right? You, to an extent, are taking care of them kids. And I know there are a lot of men out there that still wouldn't buy them kids' food and stuff, but me personally, I would buy the kids' food at that point. But in this situation, it doesn't look like these two are together. You know, they're not in no committed relationship. They're not together like that, right? So why the fuck would he be expected to take care of these other men's kids for them, for this woman, right? It's nobody's fault but your own that them other kids don't have McDonald's money, that they don't have money to go get themselves some McDonald's. And it's not this dad's fault that he has money to take care of his kid and that he stepped up in his role to take care of his kid. If them other kids want McDonald's, tell their dads to go get them McDonald's. That's the way that I see it, man. So, like I said, this has sparked a big debate online. I don't know if I have the nuclear take or what it might be in this situation. I have no clue. But I just wanted to throw my opinion in on it, man. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like. Subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel. Follow me over on Twitter and Twitch at @SubTheOptimus. Make sure to check out Optimus down below. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus. Well, buying food for my kid first and foremost. That's all I'm saying. And signing out.